Hey, welcome to another edition of No Plays All Sports Talk. I am your fabulous host, yours truly, Miss Ballin D. Got to say what's up to my better half of No Plays All Sports Talk, Mr. Chicago's finest, Mr. Kevin Ray. What's up, Kev?
Ballin, I can't call it. What's the word?
What's the word, man? We are here, episode number 88. We climbing, brother. We climbing, man. We are almost to the century mark of 100, and we got some other great guests that's going to be joining us. Talking about football, talking about basketball.
Of course, that's what we do, though.
Las Vegas homegrown, so I'm extremely excited about that.
Cousins.
Maybe.
And that's what we do, Ballin.
Yeah, maybe,
we
man.
the cousins on, man.
I'm in a great mood, man. It's a beautiful day outside.
Beautiful.
89 degrees in Las
Yesterday was
Vegas.
beautiful, too.
Yeah, nice little breeze, just enough.
Take it, though, because tomorrow it's going to be, they're going to add another 10.
Yeah, we're going to be right back scorching hot.
Yeah, it's going to be back to the hundreds, Ballin.
Yeah.
How you feel?
I'm good, man. June 1st, Gemini season is here on the birthday countdown. Of course, it is.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Someone says there's an amazing birthday coming up on the 12th of June, and it's for an awesome individual. And,
And are you going somewhere?
I am going somewhere. Sources say I may be hitting the seas. I'm excited about that. I know last time you were completely checked out like a month or so ago. I don't know if I'm quite checked out just yet. I'm getting there, though, man.
A couple of weeks to go.
I'm getting there. Of course, it is Pride Month, so salute to all of my LGBTQ family. That's always an
exciting. How the heck you
exciting.
born in Pride Month?
Listen,
it just
was
worked out that way?
And I never thought of it that way, Kev, but look at you. You're a genius, brother.
Yeah.
We appreciate you all for tuning in, joining us on our live feed. Of course, we give you 60 minutes of the hottest news going down in the world of sports, entertainment, culture. We have some community events that's happening as well with some great interviews. We do some ticket giveaways. Of course, shouts out to our winners yesterday who got a chance to check out our Las Vegas Aces win their 7th game in a row.
9-1, Ballin.
Great start, man.
I know we're going to talk about this.
Of course.
Let's get the guests. We talk about it after the guests go off.
We can do that.
I got a question for you. Now, I'm starting to think this can happen real soon. Go ahead.
All right. Well, of course, we appreciate you all again for joining us. We ask that you please share our live feed. It costs you absolutely nothing to share the feed. All you have to do is go to the bottom of your page, hit the share button, and we appreciate you in advance sharing it all to your page. If you want to be a sponsor of the show, you want to give us some feedback, you have some show ideas, you want to connect us with some great guests, you can send us an email at noplaysallsportstalk@gmail.com. And again, make sure you stay connected with us on all our social media platforms on Facebook and Instagram at No Plays All Sports Talk. And of course on Twitter at plays_off. If you want to join the conversation, you have some questions for our guests, you can definitely join us on the line at 702-608-3259.
3259. Ballin.
Yes,
so
sir.
Last year for Pride Month, we refereed a kickball.
We did. Shouts out to Miss Nicole.
Are we gonna do that again this week? Are we on the agenda?
That's going on, but I haven't heard from Nicole. I know she got in a car accident last weekend, so I got to check on her.
She
see
did?
how she's doing. Yeah,
Oh, I didn't see that.
Got to check on her Vegas Urban Pride.
I follow her.
I know they're gonna be doing some great things.
Yeah. Because it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was,
we got tested.
Yeah,
we made sure we was good.
How do you argue about a call and kickball though? I'm like, are you kidding me right now?
And they was kicking dirt on me. Like,
I'm like, really? They were more upset at you than they were with me.
Right, because I don't take no mess. So I'm out there, I'm repping. I'm keeping it nice and fair,
Yeah, you were serious out there. Yeah.
Oh, he's out of here.
They were upset with you, Kev, brother. I'm like, okay, that's his call. Well, all right, well, baby, bounce in and we'll do it again.
Mm-hmm. We'll do it again. I liked it. I will do it again.
It was fun, though.
Yeah.
Taught me something, though. I thought I knew the rules of kickball. I thought it was kind of simple, but
it's simple.
It's
simple. They made it hard.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Because I was like scratching my head when I left. I'm like,
you can't argue.
Really?
You can't argue. They want to argue. That's their thing. That's what they want to do is argue.
Man, we got a great show. We're going to get into our guests, man. These two individuals that's going to be joining us on No Plays Out Sports Talk episode number 88. They have Las Vegas ties. Whenever we can get some Las Vegas homegrowns in the studio, that makes me extremely excited. First individual, he is a graduate of Mojave High School. Right now, you may know him. You may see him on TV on Saturdays. Of course, he is a running back for football powerhouse Oklahoma. He's going to be joining us on the show. I want to make sure I get his name pronounced correctly. Tawee Walker is going to be joining us on the show.
I'm just going to go with Mr.
What's up,
Walker.
Mr. Walker? How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm fantastic. But look, you in the vibe. You chilling. You okay? I see you, bro.
But we're going to see him on Sundays too.
Okay, you talking it into existence.
Yes.
That's right.
That's what I do.
That's right. So, Mr. Walker, man, how you doing, sir? We appreciate you for taking the time on short notice to join us on the show to talk a little football and talk about your successful journey that you've had thus far.
Man, I'm doing good. I'm glad to talk to you about it.
For sure. It's kind of crazy. We talked about the big, the community event that he was doing with Marvin Coleman, the former UNLV basketball player. And just so happened, everyone that I come in contact with, I'm like, he boarded my flight.
Marvin Coleman.
Is there any relation? It may be, Kev. But Mr. Walker was boarding my flight a couple days ago. And I looked and I'm like, I'm like, are you? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, how did your camp go? And he's like, I think I kind of caught him off guard, but the camp had to be postponed. Tyree, talk about what happened, and are you guys planning to redo the camp in a future date?
Oh, yeah, for sure. We plan on redoing it. We ain't came up with a date yet, but we made sure everybody got their money back for that. I had to report back early, and he actually in the portal right now, so he had visits and stuff that he didn't know about, that he unfortunately had to go on, and it didn't line up together right.
Life just happens.
Yeah,
life
happens. It happens that way.
Yeah.
Hey, when you all get it going, let us know. We'll be down there.
For sure.
Hang out with you for a little while. Speaking of portal, how you like that? How you like the whole portal thing?
Well, that's not Marvin.
No. I know that. I'm just getting your opinion on it.
In general.
Yeah.
It's pros and cons to it. Like, it's good for you if you actually need it. Like, some people abusing it, but if you actually like need it and you're at like a toxic school, like into with your coaches, so you can go transfer and play the next year, that's good. But some people just abuse. Like, some people transfer like in the portal 2-3 times already. Like,
so they abusing it.
Like, they scared of competition. Some people actually need it, but it's just pros and cons to it.
Of course, whatever situation fits you. If it fits for you and your situation don't work out, be grateful that you have that option, that you can use the transfer portal. Just like, our next guest, we're also going to bring on so we can try to talk to them together. Marvin Coleman, of course, Las Vegas' very own graduate of Foothill High School here locally in Las Vegas, of course, on the UNLV basketball team for 4 years. Mr. Marvin Coleman the second, that is. Welcome to No Plays Out Sports Talk. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm fantastic, man.
Oh, you hear that? I'm doing good. He trying to outvoice me, balling.
Almost. So, Mark, we appreciate you for joining us on the show as well. I know you back in March, you also you actually entered the transfer portal to leave UNLV. Just talk about how that experience and that journey has been for you thus far, and where you kind of at with it right now.
It's been solid. I've just been truly blessed to just stay at home and be with my family these last few months, just taking time away from basketball, being able to find myself and be with my family and enjoy the whole process. I've been at UNLV the last 4 years, and that was opportunity that a lot of people don't get. So I'm blessed and thankful for that. But now it's time to grow as a person, as a young man. So my next step, I'll be probably announcing something soon, but it's been smooth.
So any schools in particular that you can say that you're kind of favoring the most right now, or you just gonna keep it under wraps and we'll see it on the Ball Dogs big announcement coming up shortly?
Yeah, I figured I'm low key about it.
Okay.
I don't like to really tell people my next move, but just know when it happens, it's gonna happen.
For sure, man. So let's talk about your journey. Of course, at UNLV, you played for Foothill High School and was a walk-on and earned your spot over at UNLV. What that entire experience was like for you to be able to represent your hometown?
It was humbling. Just, that, like I said, a lot of people don't get that opportunity. So being able to play for my city and just see all the people that I touched throughout my 4 years, because I do a lot of volunteer work in the city as well. So being able to just walk to the grocery store, walk around the community, and people know me just because of who I was and, who I am. And the thing, basketball has brought so many life lessons and people in my corner. So being able to be in my city and do that and have my family be at the games and stuff like that, it was a blessing.
For sure, I can imagine, man, and for Tyree, I know it's kind of different for you because you were kind of on a bigger stage, of course, playing for Oklahoma, one of the football powerhouses, of course. And so when you come back here to see people embrace you and follow your journey, that had to still be a great honor for you as well to represent your city away.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like I really need to get more in tune with the high school youth sports out there. I kind of got away from it. Like I don't know too many youth football players or high school football players that I need to get into. Like Mojave, we got a whole new staff. I really need to go up there and meet everybody and get all into it. Like I haven't, and I need to.
Yeah,
that would be dope, dude.
So just the importance, and I know you guys were teaming up to do your basketball camp. What was the vision that you had for you were going to do a football and a basketball camp. It was going to be a kind of a combined camp. What was your vision that you wanted for that camp?
Just to get into it, get in tune with everybody. Cause like I said, since I left or I couldn't tell you probably 2 names, youth football players or youth basketball players out there. I just got so out of it that I want to get right back into it. I love the youth, so I'm trying to meet everybody and be a good role model. So same thing, Harvey trying to be a role model to the kids, and I'm just trying to get in tune back with everybody.
Yeah, Marv, you say you still here in the community. You're not away. You're still here, so you're kind of a little bit more active in the community. Yeah. What did you see kind of your vision for the camp? You were going to do the basketball side of the camp.
Yeah, I think our biggest thing was just giving back to the community. We're both 2 Vegas locals, so we played football all year. Growing up, I played basketball growing up, and going to camps and stuff. Just being able to see, kids see us, and we could be a reason to inspire them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of kids, we're gonna do it at Doolittle Community Center, so a lot of people know the west side of Las Vegas is very humbling, and just being able to give back, give kids a person to look at, an opportunity to just, have fun for a couple days and, see us too, be able to interact with kids. And we were going to have a couple other special guests there that are also from Vegas and doing their thing. But I think the biggest thing was just giving back to the community, shedding the light on kids and just giving them something to look up to.
I think that's dope, man. And we talk about it, all the time, is when you make it to the top, it's your obligation to reach down to the bottom and pull the next generation up. So the fact that you guys are willing and open, want to do that to try to give back and just inspiring you, I think that's pretty dope. You two being a young men yourself and still right now understand the importance of that. I think that shows character.
On their minds.
For sure.
So that shows character, exactly.
Absolutely. So Tyree, what does ask you, man? Of course, your journey to Oklahoma was kind of a different one. You didn't go right to Oklahoma. You kind of did the junior college route. What was the difference for you that you learned about yourself from Mojave to your JUCO to Oklahoma?
Well, getting here was just I had to adapt to it fast because I ain't never been I'm not gonna say coach, but I ain't never been in this type of system. They only I'm not the guy right now. Everybody is the guy. So I'm coming from Mojave where I can do whatever I want at practice, go to JUCO, just whatever I want at practice. I'm here and everybody yelling at me every time, 24/7. I just got to get used to it. They don't care what I did. If I ain't did it here, then I ain't did nothing. So it's I got to adapt to all these different coaching styles because I ain't never been yelled at, cussed out like how I'm doing up here. But I love it, though. Like I needed that to be the player I need to be. So I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's like being in 8th grade, you the man.
Yeah.
Right? Or you're the girl like in the grade. Right? Then when you get to high school,
whole different ball game.
Then when you get to college, it's totally different.
It's different.
So just look up because on Sunday it's gonna be a different game too.
Yeah, for sure. What's the biggest difference in the game that you've seen coming from the JUCO side to the Oklahoma with the big boys kind of say to the university? What do you think has been? What have you noticed in the difference of the game and in the style of play?
Strength, like just everybody's strong, like from DBs to receivers. Like JUCO is it's a step up from high school, but it ain't from where we at now. Like we lifting every day, running every day. So like if I'm training like outside of practice in JUCO, like I'm stronger, faster than everybody else. But up here, everybody's training 3 times a day. So it's like everybody is just as strong as me. Everybody just as fast or faster than me. So it's like you really got to play with your brain at this point. Like you can't just play off athleticism. Like everybody is the same as you. Like everybody lift, everybody is athletic. You got to use your brain. Like you got to be smarter than everybody to make it out of this level.
And at the running back position, I mean, that's a tough bang position.
Bang.
I mean, you got to be strong, you got to be athletic, you got to be able to run, you got to be quick. I mean, that's a very competitive position that you're entangled with.
Yeah, you just got to have running back. You just got to have heart. You can't be. You just got to have heart. Like you can't be scared of nothing. You got to want to attack everything.
For sure. So speaking of that heart, what's your passion? What drives you to give it your all and leave it all on the football field?
I actually got a son. So like 75% is him. I get the rest, other 25. My parents, like they do the most for me. I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for them. Like my pops, like he almost wanted more than me. Like he been training me my whole life. He was so upset. Like out of high school, I ain't getting no offers that I should have got. Like I was the best player in my city, my state, since I was a little kid. Like, he was more upset than me out of high school. Like I had to go to JUCO. He was like almost crying, mad. Like it's just. So I'm trying to show him like we gonna be good because he been training me my whole life. Would not be this good if it wasn't for him.
Facts.
For my mom paying for stuff, camps, all that for me growing up, and I wouldn't be here. So I'm trying to do it for them and my son.
Absolutely, man. So the whole thing with the JUCO route, did you just go JUCO because you didn't get any offers, or that was kind of the best route for you, or grade wise? What drove you to the JUCO route versus kind of being a walk on?
I was actually a late qualifier out of high school, so like I ain't qualified. So I went to a prep school to retake my ACT to become a qualifier the next year. And then I didn't pick up nothing, but I had a Jackson State offer. That's it. But I didn't really want to go to HBCU route. So I went JUCO to see what else I would pick up. Start picking up like little FCS offers. And then OU hit me and I just committed off the spot right after the season.
So you said you didn't want to really do the HBCU route then. And now looking back and see what Jackson State is kind of building into with Primetime and Dion, do you kind of regret that? And if you had the opportunity to have that offered now, would you still kind of back away from it?
No, I love what they're doing. I love what they were doing back then. But my main goal really is trying to get to the league. And I just feel like being on this platform is a way easier route than going like you can't really name too many people that went to the league off HBCUs in the last 5 years. So to me, it's like I was trying to that was my main focus. It's possible, like it's definitely possible, but to me, I think it was going to be better to perform at before like Jackson State.
Yeah. So just want to talk to Marv for a second, of course, because Marvin Coleman, I don't know the whole backstory of your whole journey ending with UNLV. I just know at one time I saw you on a jersey. The next time I saw you on the sidelines, and then the next time I saw you in the transfer portal. What kind of happened, your kind of final road with the UNLV program that kind of led you to enter yourself into the transfer portal?
I think there was a lot of miscommunications, honestly. No bad blood on either side. I think it was just time for me to get up out of there. I did my 4 years at UNLV. I was loyal. There's not a lot of 4-year players in college basketball anymore. So I think it was just a lot, the coaching changes, everything like that. I played for 3 coaches in 4 years. Mm-hmm. So as a player, not a lot of people have to go through that. Mm-hmm. And adjusting to that, especially my senior year, was tough. But it made me a better person, made me a better player. So I'm excited for my next step.
Mm-hmm. So what do you have? 1 more year eligibility?
Yeah, eligibility.
Yeah. Once, okay.
So I know you're very close with Bryce Hamilton, man. How inspiring in his entire journey, and being able to connect with him and see the hard work that he put in, has that inspired you to try to want to give it your all as well?
Bryce inspires me a lot. We've been together for the last 4 years. Me and Bryce, it's crazy. We almost played on the same AAU team in high school.
Wow.
So for us to be at UNLV the last 4 years, Bryce is one of my best friends. We talk every day. So just seeing he went through the draft process last year and him having an unbelievable season this year, I still feel like he's counted out and is not getting the national attention that he deserves, because Bryce is an unbelievable player. But being able to just see my brother going through that, I think he's in New York right now. Last year he worked out the Warriors. He's just, the whole process, I'm enjoying it for him. Just being able to, when I've been in the gym with him all 4 years, just knowing the work he puts in, his character, his family, he's just any team that gets him, they're going to get a great player and be blessed.
For sure.
So being able to see him do all that, it's definitely fulfilling for me, but it's making me go even harder, just so it's I got to get there with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what is your ultimate goal of success? What would that look like? I know, everyone wants to be that star on the starting squad. Everyone wants to make it to the league. What would be your ultimate measure of success for Marvin Coleman to say, I've actually succeeded, and, I'm at peace with where I'm at in whatever journey that God has landed me on?
Well, to be honest with you, I'm already blessed. You know what I'm saying? My biggest thing, I just wanted to do, like how we said, I do everything for my family. So me I just graduated college. So
congratulations.
Me, my sister, we're first generation of college students. So
nice.
That's phenomenal for me. But obviously, selfishly and for my dreams, I want to play in the NCAA tournament and make it to the NBA. So that's my dream for sure. But at the end of the day, basketball is going to stop bouncing someday. I'm a great kid. I'm a great young man, and I know whatever I do outside of basketball, I'm going to be successful just because of the relationships I've built and the person I am.
Yeah, for sure. So did you get a chance to be coached by Coach Kevin Soares over at Foothill? Was he your coach while you were over there?
Yeah, Coach Soares, I played for him all 4 years.
Yeah, man, he is a beast, man. How exciting are you to see him, win the state championship this past season with Coronado, and to defeat, dethrone Gorman, man. I know you had to be extremely excited for him, and the amazing coach that he's been to build up his players, I'm sure has helped you along the way as well.
Oh, of course. I was in the gym with him a couple of times. I went to practice, because me and Coach Soares are real close. You know what I'm saying? Coach Soares put a lot of trust in me at Foothill, so Coach Soares is a big part of my process. You know what I'm saying? As a 4-year varsity guy, him trusting me for that long, it was a lot. So since I've been in college, I still call him every now and then, Coach, certain pointers, hey, how do I talk to my teammate? Hey, what should I do? He came to a lot of my games as well. So we would chat. So seeing him win that state championship, that was amazing. You know what I'm saying? Just because I know he's been coaching since 1999 at Foothill, then went to Bonanza. Now he's at Liberty. It was just destined for him. And that's just, he had some good players, DJ Thomas, Josh Jefferson. He's going to St. Mary's.
St. Mary's, yep.
Credit to him, what he does each and every day and how he runs his program.
Yeah, solid guy, man. To get back to Tyree real quick, and, I know we're going to let you guys go here shortly, but Tyree, just in regards to what you're most looking forward to this upcoming season as an Oklahoma Sooner, and what do you hope to accomplish, for yourself in this upcoming journey?
I'm ready to just get thrown in the fire. we had a spring game this past spring. I did what I was supposed to do. We got a senior. We got 2 seniors that's real nice, good role models too. Like, so I'm a sophomore. I'm kind of football wise. I'm young. Like, I got a lot to learn. I got a lot to learn. But they said they're gonna throw me in the fire this year, see what I can do. And I'm just ready to get thrown in the fire. I'm ready to compete. I think I'm the best at what I do, and I got to show them. And I got to show everybody else. So I'm ready to get thrown in the fire.
Man, how we gonna turn the city up? He being humble right now. How we got to do? He gonna turn the city up. He's one of the best running backs to come out of Vegas, and I bet my last on him. So
we definitely gonna support it.
He's being humble, but he gonna do what he got to do.
Yeah. So Tyree, who are some people in regards to the football world? I know you said your dad has been a huge part of your success and your journey and preparation, but some people in the football world, whether locally or nationally, that you kind of look up to, that you know, kind of you try to see yourself through them in regards to your work ethic.
Honestly, the only person I can really think of is Mondre Stevenson. So he went the same route I did. So honestly, I stopped playing football for a year after high school. After that prep, thought I was done because I was frustrated and stuff with college. And he the reason, because he went JUCO too. So he texted my phone, told me I got to get back to it. So he got me to JUCO, balled out. He went to OU, so he played for the Patriots right now. He went to OU, balled out for 2 years, went to the Patriots. Now he just put me, and then so he connected that through. I came to OU, and I'm sure I should be right behind him.
So he played for Desert Pines, right?
Now he played for Centennial.
Centennial, okay. Yep. Man, for the Patriots, man, yeah, that's solid. That's solid, man, for sure. Well, we appreciate you both for you know taking the time to join us, and anything we can do in regards to the camp when you guys get a date locked in and how we can support that. You got my contacts, and we definitely want to be in partnership with you all to spread the word and help make that a great success.
Yep, we got you.
For sure. We'll talk to you all soon. Good luck to you. Best of luck this season. And Marvin, I'll be looking forward to that big Ball Dogs post. I know they're going to do it up right when you make that big announcement for your next school that you're going to choose to play for.
Surely, I appreciate it.
Absolutely. You too. You all be safe. Have a good night. That's pretty dope, man. I always, whenever we get our homegrown right here in our backyard doing some phenomenal things.
Humble too.
I just ugh.
Humble.
Oh yeah, humble. Yeah, Marvin's a good kid, man. Like I said, he's being humbled as well, and the journey he has, and like I said, it's not easy, going through different coaches and playing for coaches that you're not recruited for. I mean, that has to be a difficult task for you.
And I've been saying that when the coach can just pick up and go, and the kids are stuck there.
Yeah,
I've been advocating for that I'm like, there's no way that the coach can go, okay, he's gonna make another $1 million over there, but the kids are stuck there with somebody that they didn't pick, that didn't recruit them. So
you didn't build that relationship.
So now you could change and switch. Now it's a big problem.
Yeah.
But he did. He made a good point. He said some kids is taking advantage of it.
Which I agree.
So that means they're going to regulate it some more. You watch.
They have to.
Yeah.
There's so many kids in the transfer portal right now. It's insane. Like I think it should have just been for that year that those kids were affected by COVID. The fact that it is still going on it's getting out of hand. Like I said, it takes the character out of a player.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
I think I've
over
seen
1,000 players.
1,200. I think
in the transfer portal.
And that was like 3
Who
weeks
knows
ago.
what the recent numbers may be.
I did that on the show. I did that in the locker room.
Insane.
And it was 1,200 and something.
That's a lot. That's a lot. But like you said, some people take advantage of it. Some people just want to take the easy way out. You talk about adversity being
like he said,
athlete.
which he made a good point.
Yeah.
They can't handle it, so they want to switch up and go to the next easy task.
Yeah, so they think. Yeah. But you got to work. You'll be exposed, man. You got to work.
But he made a good point too, Wally. When you go to high school from 8th grade, I was the man in 8th grade.
Yeah, so
when I got to high school,
no, little man on campus. Who are you?
And the reason why is because I don't know about here in Chicago, it's about 10 grammar schools that's sending all their kids to one school, right? So all the 8th graders in this area, they all go to one school.
Okay,
I don't know how they do it here.
Kind of similar.
Yeah, but but a whole bunch more.
He was like,
And I ran, because I was on the baseball team, I ran for homecoming king.
Okay, did you win?
Well, at the time they called it escort.
Okay.
The king
All right.
only could be the seniors, right?
Okay, all right.
And I had girls like, I'm like, you vote for me? I'm like, I don't even know you.
Shut it down.
But I did win, though. I did win.
You did?
Oh, yeah, as a
I
freshman.
can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
But I had my hair
Kevin
was
Ray
like,
the Jock,
my hair was like this. My hair was like,
the homecoming prince.
yeah. I mean,
Look at you, Kev.
Anyway, I had sophomores. My girlfriend was a sophomore when I was a
Oh,
freshman.
you was a big man,
Oh,
so
yeah,
you
I
thought
was
at
a-
the time, huh?
And
Real
I
quick.
ended up marrying that lady.
You-
I wish I wouldn't have mattered.
Kev, you can't say stuff like that. You live and you learn,
I wish
brother.
I never
The
would've
high school
met-
sweetheart. That's a dream story people try to make.
I can say it, believe me. Okay, go ahead, move on. Come on, Mom. Don't get me on that one.
Just real quick, we got to shout out ABIS, man, the advancements of blacks in sports, man. Mr. Gary Charles, GoUrbanVegas.com, Devin Moore, Alex Abram, and their entire team, man. They put on a phenomenal event here this past weekend, celebrating the achievements of African Americans in the world of sports, man. We had a chance to shake hands with Dr. J, man, Mr. Julius Irving. Of course, he was awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award at the big celebration. Got to show some love going out to News 3 sports anchor Brian Salmon, as well as Channel 8 Rocky Theus, of course, is the daughter of, you think? Can you name?
Reggie.
Yeah, good job. They did a phenomenal job hosting the event. It was a great turnout, man. It was some legends in the building, man. I got a chance to meet Jamil Hill. Of course, she won the William C. Roden Media Award and had a great conversation with her. Got her shirt on right now, as you can see. It just was a great event, man. All around. Dusty Baker, he appeared by video. A lot of people were appeared by video. Don Staley. They did some financial literacy
Dusty
classes.
was going to be there too. One of the main people. But anyway, I got to give you this. You the hardest working woman in the business.
Oh, knock it off,
Bro,
brother.
you did all 3 days at that thing.
It was great. It was the fact that I was able to be a part of the financial literacy portion. They did some professional development classes that were phenomenal. They had some guest speakers. Just the information that they gave, it was life changing, man. It was some great information poured into me. And if you had the opportunity to be in the room, it was great.
Big kudos to you.
It was
did
great,
all
man.
3, and you did the Aces.
The Aces, man. We got to talk about our Las Vegas Aces, man. They are hot. They are 9-1. The top team in the WNBA right now. Of course, they played the Connecticut Sun last night here at the house. The top 2 teams in the league. So Connecticut thought, they were going to be able to handle our Aces. The score didn't indicate how lopsided it was.
The Sky thought.
The Sky thought as well, but they got ran through as well.
They got ran through. And the score yesterday wasn't even indicative of the game.
89 to 81 was the
It
final
wasn't even
score.
indicative of the game. But I noticed Becky had to put the starters back in.
Yeah, about a minute or so left in the
a
fourth
minute,
quarter.
30 seconds left. She had to put the starters
She
back
put
in.
the starters back in. She said she just was not pleased with what was out on the court, what the bench was doing, and she pulled them out quick, got her starters back in, and kudos going out to Asia Wilson, man. I know you look at the stat sheet and you're kind of thinking she should be putting up more numbers. She should be scoring more. She
looked really good last night.
She should get the ball more, but she is doing what she's doing on the defensive end is phenomenal. You talk about she shut down top players in the WNBA. Jacquel Jones last night, a former WNBA
Candace had
MVP.
7 points, Vola.
Yes, Jacquel Jones had 8 points last night. I mean, 24 points she had, 14 rebounds. She had a double-double in the first half. Becky Hammond continues to praise Asia Wilson. Of course, she was named for the second time Western Conference Player of the Week, and now she was just named Player of the Month as well. She is the leader of that team, man, and just the big personality that she have that continues to drive the Aces, and they all just kind of thrive on her. They are just having so much fun as a team, and you can kind of see it on the court. You can see it off the court. They have so much fun, and I think that's kind of the difference between Becky Hammond and Bill Laimbeer. I mean, it seemed like they were playing so much
slower.
Tight. They were playing slower. They were kind of afraid. They were kind of holding themselves back.
I think we said this last week.
Jackie Young, she is going on a tear. Some say she may be the top vote getter right now for possible MVP.
I think so. She is the hidden gem, and
yes,
out of the 3 big girls.
I know your girl. You love Plum.
She
I know
hit those
Kelsey-
threes when they needed them.
Man.
Like, she was on fire last night.
Yeah.
Like when she missed that last, like, oh,
Yeah.
that's okay. But G-Ray,
Chelsea Gray, yeah.
right? Out of the three,
Out of Chelsea Gray,
Asia.
Chelsea Plum, and Asia. Or you're talking about
Young
Jackie?
is the gem of them all.
Yeah.
As I'm watching her, I'm like, this girl, right? Or I should say, this young lady right here.
Coming into her own, man.
And just wait. She's gonna be.
I think was the big thing for her when she went to play overseas this past season, and she won the MVP there. She did the 3-on-3 thing. Her confidence has just completely skyrocketed, and the fact that Becky Hammon put so much trust in her and has given her the green light, I think that's what she needed.
But I asked you, why ain't she bringing the ball up?
I think she's better at the two. I
think
think
so?
Chelsea Gray is much more the better floor leader. She's the better point guard than Chelsea. She was the guard. She was the
got
point
some
guard
handles,
last year.
ball.
She kind of struggled with that. Chelsea Gray, she's a little bit more versatile. She can get the offense going a little bit more. I think she's great at the spot that she's at.
So right now, the Aces is the hottest team in sports.
The hottest team in sports.
In sports. We're
Yeah.
talking about overall, right? So my question for you is, and I thought about this, what will happen if the NBA say, I want to bring coach over to the NBA? I've thought about this because they put her here to prove that she can coach, right?
And it's funny that you say that because a lot of people in
And I know it's only been 9 games, 10 games. I get that.
fastest start of success though for a rookie
Exactly.
coach.
So everything is looking good. And,
Yes.
and I'm sure, listen, in sports you have bumps you got to get over. So
For sure.
say they might have a bump
and
down the line.
they may come. They are going to come.
Exactly right. Because
It's
we
still
know
early,
this. Because
yes.
we know this as being in sports for
course.
all these years. We know it's going to be a bump somewhere.
Absolutely.
Right. But what will happen, Baller,
That's interesting.
if somebody in the NBA say, you know what, she proved it. She did her thing with the Spurs. She went to the WNBA and killed it. Not just won. She's killing it right
She's
now.
killing it. Would she take that acceptance and roll back into the NBA? Now she's making $1 million right now in the
That
WNBA.
ain't, that, yeah, she's
That's-
gonna make
you
more
say
than that.
that's
Baller.
nothing compared to what
No,
she'll
no.
be making with the NBA.
She's gonna play 82 games. She gonna get more money just because the season is longer. But that's nothing. She will bite at the bit as soon as they ask.
And to hear her speak, not to hear her break mentally and verbally break the game down. It is her think tank of the game is up here. I mean, she is thriving. I know the players are playing, doing it on the court, but to hear her speak through the game, and they talked about last night how she went from the zone back to the man, and she understands it, and it's exciting.
So it's proof. I mean, the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
An average salary for an NBA coach is $4 million.
Oof.
Would you pass that up for me?
Hey.
How long is her contract? 3 years?
3
4
years.
Yeah,
3 years.
She's out.
She's out.
She's out in 1 or 2. There's zero chance she goes all 3.
You don't think so?
No, she.
You think
She's going to the
NBA
NBA.
hire her?
I didn't want her to come because she should be the first female head coach in the NBA. And I'm looking at Popovich like he doesn't have much longer.
Yeah.
So she
Yeah.
might be back with the Spurs after this next season.
That's a good
Yeah.
point, Baller.
Yeah, that
That's
is
a
true.
good point.
That is true. I'm here. I love to see it, man. I love to see it invest in women, and it was so cute, man. She had a
That'd be
little.
dope if she wins a championship here
And
with us
yes.
and then goes like I'm good with it.
Yeah.
That would be dope.
And that's the conversation around those in it, saying she is killing the game right now with the Aces. She's proving her point that she can be on the sidelines of an NBA team. I don't know if you got a chance to really take it all in when you saw them play versus. You went to the Chicago game.
No.
Phoenix.
We went to the Phoenix game.
I don't know if you were able to completely take
But
it all in.
I've
but
been
it
watching
is-
every time it's on TV. I'm watching.
Yeah, it's dope.
Like I
man.
didn't say nothing to you because I knew you were there.
Yeah.
I'm like, but I got it. I gotta go. My girl
Yeah.
Plum, she
Yeah.
hit them 2 threes. I'm
She
like,
is-
she on fire.
It's
And if she was a man, she'd already have a head coaching job.
She
in the
sure
facts.
NBA.
will.
That's
She
true
sure
facts.
will.
All
True facts.
Popovich's coaches. I mean, Udoka
Yeah,
is
with
a
Boston.
Popovich coach.
Yeah.
And he's in the NBA Finals right
Yeah,
now.
man. Talk about him, man. His success story that he's having. That's so we talk about the NBA Finals. They are here. The Golden State Warriors taking on the Boston Celtics. He went from a FedEx worker to being on the sidelines of an NBA Finals game, man. The storyline of that, even Gary Payton the third and his story, and I mean, there's some great storylines, but you still got to play the game on the court, man, and the emotions have to go out the window. We were talking about it before we got on air, man. Who do you think is going to be crowned the 2022 NBA champions?
I'm just sorry to say, and I know, I get it. Everybody watches. Everybody remember what they seen last in sports, and it usually don't work out that way. I think it's going to be Boston. I think Boston's going to win. I'm hoping it goes 7 because I don't want it to end, right? But I think it's going to be Boston in 6.
Ooh. Oh.
I wanted to go 7 just because I'm being selfish.
Without Marcus Smart.
Why is he not playing?
He's kind of questionable right now.
No,
I know he played.
He's playing ball.
Last game he went off in Game 7.
He played 1 day rest on a bad foot.
Yeah,
he's playing.
He got a bad foot. He got a bad ankle.
He's playing, and he's playing. And did you see him twist his ankle when he twisted? I didn't think he was coming back until next year.
That's hard, man. That's hard. So you say Boston in 6?
I'd say Boston in 6.
Ooh, you can never count out Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors, man.
Yeah, but I think that defense is gonna shut somebody down. I mean, Clay, look, it's hard. If Clay played like he played in the last game,
that's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be real tough.
That's gonna be tough.
But Clay ain't been consistent this year. Although, he has not been consistent.
Jaylen Brown, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, that tag team has been.
I hope Tatum can get his game going.
I'm kind of torn. I
really don't care who wins. It's just I'm going by.
I just want it to be a great series.
I want to go 7, just because I'm selfish and I don't want
basketball to keep
end,
going,
right? But as soon as they get finished playing, I can focus more on the aces.
WNBA. Yeah,
on the ace, not the WNBA, the aces.
You just forget. You just want to everything aces.
I'm still
I
with
can take that.
I'm still with Candace, especially if she retired this year.
I can take that.
But
I can take that.
But still,
I want Jason Tatum to kind of get himself a championship. I'm a huge fan of his. But Golden State, man, that team, they click at the right time. They are rolling.
I was watching this show, this place called Guerilla Cross Sports.
Yes, sir. That unnamed show, huh?
Simply T.
Okay.
And Quan said, "Why the hell?" No, you say that, but why is Tatum wearing a Boston Celtic, wearing a Laker? And I get it. I get it.
It was a tribute. It was
Kobe,
a salute. Yeah.
Not to the team he played on.
To Kobe Bryant.
To Kobe himself, right? But and I tried to write it. I couldn't get it in fast enough. I could never wear like the Cubs uniform. I'm a White Sox. I would never put on. I was scared to put this on because it's their color. Ball is just got no plays off sports talk on it.
I missed the portion of Unnamed Sports. So of course that is Quan's sports show that airs each and every Monday and Wednesday. Or are you kind of changing it up? Whenever you want to,
just whenever I go
whenever
live.
You hop on.
Usually Tuesdays at 4.
Okay, so on your
just
show,
starting to back up.
You did Quan have some pushback in regards to that as well, or?
Yes, you don't mix purple and gold with green and white. You just don't do that. I don't care.
And even that battle of the history of that anyway.
You can't do it.
Not even if it's a salute tribute to Kobe Bryant.
Listen, if they would have lost, the Celtic fans, I don't think you realize how damaging that could have been if they would have lost that game. Celtics fans would have been all over his head for wearing some purple and gold in that game. They don't care now because they won,
right?
But that would have been bad. But you don't mix that. If you want to wear some of the Kobe's, like wear like a ring or something like that.
But they weren't playing the Lakers, Quan.
It doesn't matter. You don't wear purple and gold as a Celtic. You don't do that.
Quan said, no.
I'm
so
with
you
him.
agree?
Same thing. If a Laker did that, I would burn
so
all
if
this
he would
Laker
have just
stuff
wore
up.
white with a number 23
That's
on
different. Number 24.
But the fact that it was the Lakers'
different.
colors is what you're having a struggle problem with.
Which I'm sure Kobe, that's probably actually Kobe's. Kobe probably gave it
I'm
to him.
sure.
Yeah.
So I understand, but no.
Quan said no. Unacceptable.
And then he texts Kobe and then...
social media gets on my everlasting nerve. Social media is just, they brutal, man. I didn't really take it all in and think of that. I just thought, Jason Tatum was in the zone. He knew it was Game 7. That we know, the type of performance.
He didn't have a great game. He had a good fourth quarter. But he's got to step up the whole game with Golden State, because Golden State. I mean, the people off their bench is really, really good. So you have to step up and play a whole game now. You kind of got lucky because Butler played, and Butler played his butt off. You got to give it.
You got to give him that.
And the shot Butler took, I wouldn't have
I'll
took
take
it.
that. I'll
I
take
wouldn't
the-
have took it because I think he would have got fouled and would have got a 3 anyway.
But I'll live with him taking that shot.
No, I wouldn't have not took it either. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I think Butler also is one of them inconsistent players. After hitting 44, I think 42 in one game,
42.
he come back and hit 20 up the next game. You got to.
You gotta stay consistent
You
throughout.
got to play all the time. Man. He takes off some games.
Ooh, you think takes off some games,
takes off
or
some
he
games.
gets shut down
So
in
I'm
some games?
hoping. I'm taking Boston. I'm just going with Boston.
You're gonna take Boston in 6.
In 6. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go put some apples on that.
So I think game 1, of course, is tomorrow, and Golden State, I believe, they are favored
Minus
minus
2.
3.5 is what I saw
Did it go up?
last.
It went up because I think it was minus 2.
I saw it last at 3.5.
at game time when they lost.
So if it stays at 2, would you take the 2?
Yes,
You take Boston and the +2.
+2.
I'm gonna take Golden State Warriors and that even if it stays at the 3.5, I'm gonna take Golden State to take game 1 at home. I'm gonna take Golden State, and I'm gonna take Golden State to win the series.
And would you take Golden State to win the first game in Boston?
That depends. That depends on that. Game 3 goes back to Boston, correct?
Game 3, yeah.
That
And it's
depends
a
on what
lot of
happens in
days in
game
between.
1 or 2.
I believe game 2, then you got 3, maybe possibly 4 days in between
Oh wow!
the next game. I think you got 2 traveling days now or something. Well, I'll look it up.
That would be interesting. Depends on what happens. Game 1 is going to be the tone-setting game, but depends on what happens in games 1 or 2 to say if Golden State takes game 1 in Boston. That I don't know about that one. But you say Boston in 6. I say Golden State. I say Golden State in 6. I don't
6?
think it's going to necessarily go 7.
Okay.
Quan, who you gonna roll with? You gonna go with Boston or you
can't
gonna
go
take
with
Golden
Boston.
State?
He can't go with Boston.
Yeah, I can't go with Boston at all. Kobe said Golden State in 5. I'm saying Golden State in 5.
Golden State in 5.
So who do you
Okay.
actually think he's texting? Is
Who?
that his wife?
Oh, you say who is Jason Tatum?
Texting, yeah.
You think it's Vanessa? I mean, hey,
Nah.
it could be,
It wasn't a real text back.
They made that up.
They made that.
the internet. Anything,
made that on the
anything can
internet.
happen, man. Anything can happen. Again, game 1 is going to be tomorrow, so of course make sure you tune in to that. Some sad news coming from the NFL, man. Just before we got on the show, former Dallas Cowboy running back Marion Barber, man, at the age of 38, was found dead in his apartment in Dallas. 38 years old, would have turned 39 June 10th. The cause of death is currently unknown at this time. Of course, he played 7 years in the NFL, 6 with the Cowboys, 1 with your club, the Chicago Bears, I believe. And
He did?
yeah, he played with the Bears.
Who you say? But I didn't see this.
Marion Barber.
Oh,
Yeah, passed away, man.
and do they know, was it a car accident? Was
They
it-
didn't. He was found in his
In his
apartment
apartment?
dead. No cause of death right
Where?
now.
Where?
In Dallas. In Dallas, yeah. That's sad news, man. Gotta stay up, Kev. I need to.
I was
I need to
sitting
be
in
on
the
the
truck.
ticker, man.
I was on the internet in the truck waiting.
And the saga continues for Deshaun Watson, man. I thought this saga was kind of
Yeah, I
taking
don't
a
think
break.
nobody else should be able to come forward now.
So this is alleged victim 23.
Yeah.
She was not originally one of the
Well, why
original
all of a
women
sudden
that
she
came
came out
forward. Supposedly, when she did say some allegations,
I wanted to come forward when I saw him get that $200 million contract. He touched me too.
Exactly.
He touched me too. Wait.
you know, it's such a sensitive conversation because, she's claiming that he went to her 3 different times, 3 different occasions, and every time he came, it got worse and worse in his behavior, and it became more gruesome.
22 NBA tickets.
This guy, Kevin Ray, turn your volume down, Kev.
Hell no.
I don't.
Prices set by the ticket seller and maybe above.
This guy, Kevin Ray. This guy, Kevin Ray. What is going?
I was
what
trying
are you
to find
doing,
the
dude?
schedule for the.
My co-host, I swear. Every show we got to tell him turn your volume down,
I
Kev.
didn't know.
Turn your volume down, Kevin
I
Ray.
didn't know I was going to
He
somewhere that
started to
was
turn
going to
into
talk.
that old guy with technology. Why
But-
is she yelling at me?
Oh
But,
man.
but back to
Back to Deshaun Watson, man. I'm
I'm starting to think now with this person that came forward, why would the Browns trade for him? Because right now, at first I was like, they're going to give him 4 games. Then I was like, they're going to give him 8 games. Now I think he probably going to get a whole season.
An entire season.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know why.
Why did they take that route of take that chance,
Yeah.
kind of sort of say?
Yeah.
We'll never know. And what happens if he gets on the field and actually balls out for the Browns? How many more women will come forward at that? I don't want to say that. I'm not going to say that.
Well, it should be a statute of limitation. Like right here, you can't. Nobody else can come forward now. Like
so of
Bill
course
Cosby.
it is.
I don't think that should
a
ever happen.
civil lawsuit. The attorney that did come forward said there he also has victim 24 lined up already to come forward as well. They all just lined up. He's just going to tag them in. You know what?
Are you serious?
Yes. The attorney said there's going to be more forthcoming charges or
So what
civil
was he doing?
lawsuits.
Getting a massage every day by a different girl or something?
I mean, this one says, he
Every
wanted her
year, you
to
get 3 or 4 a year.
go. Listen, the details of it for me, I was just like, oh, geez.
24 massages a day. And he
Uncle Luke was in town last week, and I kind of feel like maybe he was hanging out with Uncle Luke. Did you see Did you hear the details?
No,
Oh,
I'm not.
yeah, jeez.
I leave this up to Kim. Like, I don't care about all
Kim's your
that.
TMZ, huh?
Kim is
Okay.
my Hollywood correspondent. I don't care about the sexual lives of none of these players. I just care about them playing the sport. That's all I care about.
Wow. We'll keep you posted and see how many more women come forward and how it all turns out. Some good news for Coco. Of course, our tennis superstar, Coco Gauff, she is 2 wins away from becoming the French Open winner. She beat Sloane Stephens for the semifinals. So I'm excited for her, man. She's right there.
Yeah.
Of course, the disappointing loss she had last time she was at the French Open. And she's right there, man. She a great match that she's had 7-5, 6-2 to reach her first semifinals, and in a approach to get her first Grand Slam. Of course, her matches they've all only lasted less than 90 minutes. She's been getting in and getting out.
I hope she wins.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah, best of luck to her.
Well, go on, girl.
Go, Coco.
Yep, go on with your bad self.
Chris Paul, man, he's bringing his HBCU showcase to Las Vegas. Of course, this is the second year that he's having it. Great feedback he got when he did it this season, and he's going to do it again. So they're going to be sponsored and partnering up with Boost Mobile to bring his HBCU challenge December 17th and 18th over at the MGM Grand, featuring 4 HBC schools, Hampton, Norfolk State, Texas Southern, and North Carolina A&T State. They'll be going at it on the big stage. For more information and for tickets and dates and all that times, you can go online to
I just saw that sitting
www.
in the truck. I was sitting in the truck waiting. I just saw
You
that.
got it, huh? www.hoophall.com. You can get that information. The Lakers, they're also coming back to town for preseason basketball. They'll be taking over the T-Mobile Arena
with their new coach.
Darwin Ham.
You agree to that one? You like that?
I like it. A lot of the players, including Kobe, LeBron James, a lot of positive feedback in regards to him. His biggest test yet is going to be if he can kind of help improve Russell Westbrook, who the Lakers says they're going to stick with him for at least one more season.
They don't have a choice. Stop acting like they came up with something. They don't have a choice. Nobody
$47 million still left on his contract.
Right.
Who's going to take the chance to pick that up at the rate that he's playing?
And so he gets 1 year, he gets $47 million, right?
Yes.
So when that's over, what team is going to pick him? Because he's going to want the max, right? What is the max now? 200 mil? He going to want.
He ain't getting the max, bro.
So what he going to get?
He's not getting the max.
The veteran
max,
minimum?
I'm not sure that he can even request that he
Ain't
wants
no
the
way
max
he going to
deal.
play for the veteran minimum. No
Westbrook?
way.
Westbrook, there's no way he can
After
request
this
the max.
contract?
No
Yeah.
way.
He's not getting close to a max.
No way.
I know.
He might
shouldn't,
be a
but
little bit above a veteran minimum. No one's paying him.
No one's going to pay this guy. The max. He's not going to get a max contract. There's no way.
If he was going to get a max contract, he would have already got traded by now.
If his agent goes to the table and demand that, listen. That's not happening, bro.
Okay, y'all don't get his ego. He think he's better than everybody else on the court.
Okay.
But go ahead. We talking about.
So go back to the Lakers coach. Of
Back
course,
to the
they
Lakers
have a
coach.
new coach,
So
Darwin Ham.
he has to work with that big ego, right? He has to work with LeBron James.
LeBron's extremely excited about it. He tweeted he was super excited. I like it. I like it.
He said the same thing about Fogel.
Well,
What is he supposed to say? I don't like this coach.
Kurt Rambis is not going to have the seat at the table in the coaches'
Now
conversations.
that's going to help them.
Oh, absolutely.
And they should take Kurt Rambis' wife away too. All
of
the
you
whole
gonna have a seat in the
Ramesses,
corner.
That stuff is over with.
All of you, just go sit down.
Go sit down. Come and watch the game. That's all
Okay.
you do. Cheer.
All right. So, I do you like the pickup? Do you like the hire? Or
The reason why I don't like the hire, and I looked this up. Now in the league, and I hate to make this a racial thing, but I have to. In the league, you half the coaches are African Americans and the other half are white men, right? Every time, let's say Steve Nash got the best team ever. Steve Kerr got a great team, right? But we have to end up taking a bad team.
are the Lakers really a bad team?
The Lakers is horrible.
Are the Lakers
You gonna
really,
get-
really a bad team?
No, they're hurt.
Are the Lakers really a bad team? I think
They
there's some
are
key components that come in.
horrible.
I'm not
what
going to
key
say
components?
that.
They have no draft picks, and they got to pick up the same old players they had last year.
I'm not going to go with they're horrible. I think they are hurt, and I think that hampered them into their
Okay,
bad
so now you're gonna
33-win
have,
season.
LeBron James going to be the oldest player in the league.
LeBron still has go, bro.
I'm not saying he don't, but he's still going to be the oldest player in the league, so he's going to have to sit out half the game just like he did this year. He's going to have to do the same thing next year. And who's going to step into those? They don't have any draft picks, so they're not going to get any younger. A lot of people really Kobe hurt the Lakers. A lot of people, Laker fans will not admit this, but nobody wanted to go to the Lakers and play with Kobe his last few years.
So you still think LeBron James is the cactus of that squad? Why no one wants to come to Los Angeles?
That
You still stick to that?
that the owners have no clue what they're doing. You just said Kurt Rambis and his wife, they messing everything up. It's just a dumpster fire right now.
Okay, all right. We're gonna see if it gets all turned around. Now, I think there's some positive directions and some shifting that they can make.
They said the same thing the same summer before the Lakers won the championship in 2020.
That don't count.
Things that make you
Oh,
say,
it doesn't count.
"Huh."
That don't
yeah,
count.
yeah,
That don't
you
count.
know he doesn't
course
think
not.
that it counts. Of course.
I'm gonna give them to you that because now the Celtics had 17. The Lakers have 16 and a half.
No, 17.
No, 16.
You
and a
still want to
half.
go with that? He still want to try it.
And now,
He still wanna try.
Now the Celtics might go up one. Might be 18 along with the 16 and a half.
Okay, well, your calculations. The big golf tournament that's happening right now. I don't know if it's over yet or not. The match between the
match
quarterbacks,
three, right?
man.
Three matches,
Yeah,
match three.
man. The big event charity golf tournament or charity golf classic that's happening over at the Wynn. Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, they are one squad. Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, they're on another squad. I
I
want to
seen
know
Tom
who-
Brady was at the game
Tom
last
Brady
night.
was at courtside last night at the Las Vegas Aces game. You know, Tom
Well,
Brady.
who was the girl he was with? Was that his publicist?
He was also with what?
Giselle?
Jim Ray. What was his name? James. What's his name? Quan. Jim Gray, the big
G-Ray.
announcer. He was also there
Jim
as well
G-Ray.
in attendance, and I think that lady was with him.
G-Ray. She was a cutie pie.
Everyone has been asking me, like on my social medias, like, who's the lady that was with? I'm like, I don't know.
Okay. So they doing what now? They playing golf. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
they're playing
took you
golf,
off.
and of course, Tom Brady. This is his third time being a part of the match. He hasn't won yet, so hopefully, maybe they can get a win over there at the Wynn, that amazing, beautiful golf course that is over there.
I see Chuck was there.
Chuck is there. JJ Watt.
JJ Bonds.
Yeah,
What-
Alvin
what their
Gentry.
team?
He was also there at the Aces game last night as well.
Loved it. Love.
Yeah, he was in attendance. A lot of stars are coming out to see the show that the Las Vegas Aces are putting on. And Tom Brady, he tweeted, he said, giving kudos going out to the Aces and said that this is top-notch basketball. He saluted the Las Vegas Aces. And, of course, Kelsey Plum, she's a huge fan of Tom
What'd she
Brady.
do to him?
And when she found out that he was actually going to be courtside playing,
What'd she do?
she was like ecstatic. That's her favorite player of all time.
It
and
is?
that's what she says. And
Okay.
she made a shot courtside. She went over to him at halftime, had a little moment. She barked at him.
Bark like that. Like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I gotta.
Or did she say, woof, woof?
No, it was a
It
grown
was a
woman
big-
bark, man. Yeah, yeah. So I think that's amazing, man, to see that people are supporting the league. And shouts out to the WNBA and USA Bank. They're going to be also partnering. They're going to be launching She Invested, supporting emerging female leaders. It's a first-time all-female mentorship program. They're going to be providing mentorship and financial education to women of color from HBCUs. So I think that is phenomenal. Kudos going out to the WNBA for that. Again, we are still here on, I believe, what day are we? 100 plus of not having Brittany Griner, man. We still have to salute her and send our prayers and positive energy to.
Did you see the interview?
That
was it was on the game. What's it? It was a WNBA game.
Who was it? Her wife?
It was what's the young lady that used to be on CNN? She interviewed her wife. Yes. She used to be on CNN.
Yeah, that's tough, man.
Damn,
Speaking of interviews, I got to show some love going out to LaChina Robinson. Of course, I don't know if you follow me on my social media page. I got a chance to have a conversation with LaChina Robinson yesterday, man. I've let a lot of people.
Why would you say you don't know if I follow?
You know, you miss stories all the time.
What did I put down?
Yeah, you did. But I was on cloud nine about that, man, and just my journey. I've been able to meet some phenomenal people, man. But
on the show,
we can work on that. We can work on that, man. We can work on that. Kudos again, my brothers.
That was a great get.
Absolutely. Save Our Sons Youth Organization. They're going to be having their big event this Saturday. If you want to have some troubled youth sign up and be a part of that program, make sure you contact my brother Curtis Coleman, 702-325-1516. The UNLV Lady Rebels, their basketball camp is taking place June 6th. If you still want to sign up for that to be a part of Lindy LaRock and her Mountain West Champions, their big basketball camp, make sure you get some more information on that.
They're going to try to steal her too.
Well. She says she's planning. She just signed a new contract.
So I got a great plan. Check it out. Coach go from WNBA
to the NBA
to the Lakers.
And Coach Lindy LaRock takes over the Aces. You on to something. We appreciate y'all for hanging out with us again. Please share our live feed. We thank you in advance. Stay connected with us on our social media pages. We're going to be giving away some more tickets to go check out our Las Vegas Aces. They're back in action tomorrow, 7 p.m. versus the Connecticut Sun at the Mandalay Bay. They're also in action on Sunday. It'll be Pride Night versus the Dallas Wings. We love you for absolutely free. Stay safe.
Peace.